The scientists who proposed the Big Bang theory were unaware of the miraculous ability of dematerialization and rematerialization of matter. If they had known about this phenomenon, it is likely that they would not have formulated the Big Bang theory, as there exists a much simpler explanation for the origin of the physical universe. Modern cosmology contains serious fundamental errors, particularly in the Big Bang theory, which is founded on false interpretations and logical fallacies involving meaningless concepts. The main argument for the Big Bang theory relies on the redshift, which has been inaccurately interpreted as a velocity of recession. However, it is crucial to note that recessional velocities have never been directly measured, and even Hubble himself expressed uncertainty about this interpretation. Additionally, the redshift of distant galaxies does not result from a Doppler shift, leading to the conclusion that the universe is not expanding. Consequently, there is no evidence supporting the existence of a Big Bang or an initial space-time singularity. Hubble initially interpreted the redshifts as a Doppler effect, suggesting that all galaxies were moving away in every direction, indicating an expanding universe. However, he later retracted this view and expressed uncertainty, stating, "It seems likely that redshifts may not be due to an expanding universe, and much of the speculation on the structure of the universe may require re-examination." He also mentioned the possibility that the so-called Hubble law could be attributed to some hitherto unknown principle of nature rather than an expanding universe. Even Einstein and Fred Hoyle were skeptical of the expanding universe idea, with Hoyle going so far as to ridicule it. In fact, the term Big Bang was originally used to mock the theory and was coined by Fred Hoyle, who regarded the entire concept as total nonsense. The issue with the Big Bang theory is the lack of concrete evidence supporting the expansion of the universe. Without the expansion, there was no Big Bang singularity or the Big Bang itself as per this theory. Everything that physicists regard as evidence for the Big Bang theory has another explanation. The universe/space is not expanding. It's just a misinterpretation of the data. The Big Bang theory is based on the false assumption that all the displacement of spectral lines towards longer wavelengths and radiation from distant galaxies is the exclusive result of Doppler redshift. In reality, this effect is not caused by Doppler's effect. Redshift is not a Doppler effect. The Doppler effect is only applicable to the motion of matter in static space, not to the expansion of space itself. Thus, the Big Bang theory is not founded on the Doppler effect but on a theoretical, meaningless concept of expanding space. The redshift of distant galaxies could be explained by other effects due to the long journey of light. Redshift can be caused by something else. Redshift does not imply an expanding universe. No Big Bang is required. The cosmic microwave background, CMB or CMBR, is often presented as the second argument supporting the Big Bang theory. However, it is crucial to note that the CMB is not necessarily the leftover of the Big Bang, and thus, it does not serve as evidence for the Big Bang. Instead, a more reasonable explanation for the cosmic microwave background is that it represents the limiting temperature of space, heated by starlight, rather than being a remnant of the initial fireball from the Big Bang. The observation of cosmic background radiation was first made in 1965 by Arno Penzias and Robert Wilson. Despite their initial discovery, there have been doubts about the reliability of their data, mainly because many objects in space emit CMBR. Furthermore, the temperature of 3K is significantly distant from the infinite temperature assumed by the Big Bang theory, adding further skepticism to the validity of the theory. In the late 17th century, Sir Isaac Newton formulated his theory of classical mechanics, which perceives space and time as absolute entities. According to Newton's perspective, space was considered an unchanging and absolute framework in which objects would move, and time remained unaffected by the presence of matter or gravity. It is important to note the usage of the term absolute in this context. The concept of infinite eternal space, time, and consciousness, continuum is considered a brute fact. Therefore, stating that there was no time and no space before the Big Bang becomes meaningless. An apparent contradiction arises when describing the singularity at the center of a black hole as a point in space where there is no space. Modern scientists have replaced spirituality and meditation with mathematics and speculation, delving into a world of equations that have led them away from understanding the true nature of reality. To gain a deeper understanding of the genuine origin of the physical universe, direct your attention to exploring the profound connection between matter and the non-physical realm of consciousness, as unveiled by the miraculous abilities, miracles, demonstrated by siddhas/adepts.